Hi guys, I'm gonna go for my dad. So if you're over 40 like me or any age and still chasing more speed or just want to play more consistent golf without the aches, recovery isn't just important, it's definitely essential. I really notice now that if I don't warm up properly and recover after every session, I feel it big time. Stiffness, soreness, aches that definitely slow me down. In my head, I'm still 25, but now my body is 45. I have to take warm up and recovery a lot more serious. But this is my simple 3-step recovery plan that keeps me swinging fast, recovering a whole lot quicker. So this is my go-to routine using a massage gun, foam roller and lacrosse ball. So let's get into it, guys. Right guys, so first up is foam roller. Right guys, so first up is the foam roller. So this is the first part of my 3-prong attack in terms of massage and recovery. But as with all the types of massage recovery, what I do, the main reasons are to reduce the amount of soreness, improve my range of motion, increase blood flow to the muscles, which will bring more nutrients and oxygen to those muscles to help with the recovery, all with the hope of speeding up recovery, and so we can go train as hard as I can the following day. But also with the foam roller, I've actually started using this before I play golf, so I carry this in the car with me now. So before I go and play golf, even if it's just a few holes, I'll get in the clubhouse, I'll just have a little roll on here just to get the body moving, helping get the blood flow going before I go out and play golf. So the benefit of the foam roller, how I use it is I can target larger muscles. So if my lats, over my back, I can cover the larger muscle groups. Just get the blood flowing. It's great around the hamstrings, the glutes, the hips, where, as I said, with the desk job, they're the areas where I really struggle the most. So it's just a great, easy way to get some blood flow into these muscles, give me the best chance for recovery, but also, as I said, as a pre-round little warm-up. But it's also great if you work at home with the desk job, like we've said, every half an hour, I just make sure I come down, get the spine as we've been hunched over that desk for too long. Definitely leads to too much soreness in the neck, which when I go train is not a good recipe. So I'll extend the spine throughout the day, try and reverse some of the damage that desk job is doing. So the foam roller is a key part to my recovery. Also just to help, as I said, with the range of motion. It's also not as intrusive in terms of getting deeper into the muscle compared to the next 2 pieces I use. So that's why for me, I can use this really as often as I need to and feel the need to throughout the day. Right guys, so second up is a lacrosse ball. Right guys, so as I said, next up is the lacrosse ball. You could also use a golf ball, cricket ball, hockey ball, potentially a tennis ball, but that'll get a little bit soft at times. This is definitely a little bit more painful, but I quite like that little bit of pain. So with the foam roll, it's hard to get deep into the muscles. But with this, if we can get deep, really get into that connective tissue, hopefully break down some of the knots. I know I definitely struggle in my scapular region, also in the AC joint around my shoulder, which is pivotal for the way I want to turn. So I've got my SC joint, my AC joints. This ball is perfect for getting deep into here. Also with the desk and the slouching around the hips and the glutes. So honestly, if you've not tried it, grab yourself a lacrosse ball and this will become your go-to like it has done mine. So how I use this in terms of recovery now after every gym session, when I get home, I'm giving myself a good 15-20 minutes on the lacrosse ball, or at night time. Again, we've all got family commitments, work commitments, so we fit it into your schedule. If you've not used this before, I probably recommend trying to fit in around 2 to 3 sessions a week, as you don't want to overdo it, especially to start with. But I try to use this daily, as I do really struggle with the knots, and as I want to chase speed all the time, I want to try and be as loose as I can. So all I do, I just find certain areas of my body what's going to hurt. So for me, underneath my scapula, if I push that in here, I'm going to find you'll feel, if you like me, you'll get so many crunches. So find a point where you can feel the knot and just stay on that point and really just work it for 20, 30 seconds. I don't know if that crunch just picked up on the microphone, but this is what I really struggle with. And I notice more now I'm 45. Test the range of motion. Concentrate on your breathing also, but we stay on that point for 30 seconds. Trying to release the muscle. If you find area, just work your way around. Again, a little bit higher, moving more into my AC joint area, which really helps with the structure of my arm in the backswing. And this is what I struggle with. So when I get really tight here, that's when my hands start to raise in my backswing, what I'm working with. So the more I can release all these muscles, it will get me into the positions I want to get into in that golf swing. So I'll just work all the way around. Definitely hurts, but as soon as you stop the pressure, the pain feeling definitely goes away. So you can move it around. You've got your upper body. Definitely really good to get deep into the glutes, into the piriformis. All the areas where if you got the desk job, it definitely comes to bite us over time. So again, find an area really tight in the hips, which is gonna struggle when I want to get external and internal rotation. So again, find that point, really painful there. Work it for half a minute, and then move on to the other area. But with this, we can do it on the floor. You could do it up against the wall, stand against the wall if you struggle to feel it on the floor. So with the lacrosse ball, I've been using this now probably for the past 6 months, but I've really started using it daily now for the past 2 weeks in this Swing Faster Over 40 series. Definitely helps, especially at the moment where I'm struggling with a bit of DOMs because I'm back in the full routine. But this is helping recovery, as 8-10 hours a day of doing this definitely takes its toll. So on top of the strength training, on top of the daily mobility training, this is key, and I really do see a notice of soreness relief. If you've not tried it before, guys, lacrosse ball, highly recommend, guys. Right, guys, third up is the massage gun. Right, guys, so third up, as we've said, is the massage gun. You might have one at home, or if you've not used one before, definitely worth the investment. Pick them up probably for about £60, £80 here in the UK. I use this more so after workouts or at the evening if I feel a little bit sore after training. I've used a lacrosse ball. It's a little bit relaxing, but it also just helped me increase the blood flow. Again, just to help the muscles recover a little bit quicker, hopefully. You can use different heads, what get deeper into the muscle, but I really use a lacrosse ball to really control the pressure, what I'm putting into the muscles. So that's the head I tend to use on there. So how I use this, again, I just find the areas that are a little bit sore, find that point. Instead of moving around constantly, I will find the area and I'll just hold it there for 30 seconds to a minute, just working that area as I go along. It's a little bit more relaxing, not as painful as the lacrosse ball. I tend to use this at night time, sometimes after the workout. Again, it's all time dependent. So when I'm watching TV at night, get the massage gun out, I can work all the areas. It's also easier if you want to reach the areas what are definitely a struggle. So the massage gun, definitely worth a little investment, but that is the third item of my 3-prong attack to recovery, so we can go chase that speed as healthy as we can. That's the massage gun, guys. Right, guys, hope you found that useful. So those are the 3 items I use to aid my recovery, to break down the connective tissue, to try and reduce the soreness, the stiffness as much as we can, to reduce the side effects of having a desk job so we can continue to chase speed safely. So if I had to choose one item, I would definitely invest in the lacrosse ball. That's what I feel really gets deep down into the muscles where I really want to target. So let me know in the comments below if you use any of these. What else do you use to help with recovery when you're out training? Right, guys, I'm actually off to go and film a speed session, set my baseline speed to see where it is currently. So I better go and do my warm-up routine, guys, and we'll see what that speed looks like later. Right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Hit that subscribe button. Right, speak to you soon, guys.